Looking for the ultimate Dubai trip itinerary? Look no further, I got you. Welcome to our channel, duet.com. If you're new here, welcome. We post a lot of videos about lifestyle, makeup, skincare, travel, blah blah blah, everything under the sky basically. But if you're a subscriber, welcome again to our brand new video. So I've been posting a lot of Dubai video lately. You guys have seen my day 1, day 2, my desert safari, my Abu Dhabi trip. So much of content I shot in Dubai. Dubai has been a great experience for us, and a lot of you people also asked me for planning tips, my itinerary. So here I am, ready to share everything about my Dubai trip with you guys. Was your trip planned with a tour package? Did you go in a tour package? The answer is no. We've done that before on our Europe trip and we don't like it. Like, we've decided that going forward, no matter wherever we want to go, we will do it on our own instead of tour packages, because we have the liberty to go, to manage, to change plans whenever and wherever we need it. And I personally feel it comes a lot more cheaper if you book tickets, if you plan your stay, if you manage stuffs on your own rather than taking a tour package. So without any further ado, let's get into the video. Each chapters of the video will be a question and I will answer you guys based on our itinerary. And wait till the end of the video because I have a free giveaway. So yeah, stay tuned and let's get into it. Question number 1, how many days did I go to Dubai, or how many days do you have to plan for a Dubai trip? Typically 6 days, like 5 to 6 days is a good time. If you have more time, a week is also a great option. We personally stayed for 6 days in Dubai, which gave us ample time without rushing, without going from one place to another, like running around Dubai. We had a very luxurious leisure time in Dubai. So I feel 6 days is fairly a good deal in Dubai. You have a lot of places to go in and around Dubai, and you also have different places near Dubai. Like Abu Dhabi is a place where you can visit within a few hours from Dubai. Okay, second question, what is the best time to visit Dubai? Dubai is a desert, if you guys didn't know. So obviously the temperature is going to be very hot. It was super hot when we went, but the best time to go to Dubai is actually during winter. They don't typically have winters there, but it's much more manageable in terms of temperature, in terms of going out in that temperature. So ideally it would be around November, December, which is a very good time to go to Dubai. Now, on contrary, we went to Dubai in September, specifically in September because of a lot of reasons which I'll tell you pretty soon. But September, it was hot, but it was not super freaking hot like summers, like really hot summers for them falls around like in the June or July time, which is really bad for them, and the temperature goes up to 40. So when we stayed there, it was not so bad. And good thing is, in and around Dubai, everywhere, the bus stops, the metro station, everything has aircon in it, so you will not feel sweating, so you'll not feel very hot. Any touristy place as well you go, there will be aircon in it. Like the toilets also have aircon, like everything has aircon in Dubai, so you should not feel the heat so much. But the best time to visit will be November to December. Again, the best time to visit in terms of cutting down your costs will actually be September. Why September? Because it's not really a touristy time in Dubai. A lot of things in Dubai will be shut down and the flight prices are very cheap in September. On contrary, June and July, the flight tickets will go really low, but June and July, the temperature will go really high. So the best time to have cheaper flights, to have a better temperature, better climate is actually September, but there's a con to it. Third question is where to stay in Dubai. So Dubai is obviously divided into different places. So I'm going to be sharing you guys luxurious options that you can choose from, and also really cheap and affordable options in Dubai. And in the end, I'm also going to tell you where we stayed and how we stayed there. So luxurious options obviously comes into downtown Dubai, Burj Khalifa, Palm Jumeirah. You there, the amenities in those hotels are amazing. They are mind-blowing. So these are some luxury options. Wherein coming to some affordable options, you have Dubai Marina, which is fairly a cheaper option to stay, and it's not so far from Burj Khalifa or even downtown Dubai. Dubai Marina is pretty much close to Palm Jumeirah as well. Now coming to our stay, so the first 2 days of our stay in Dubai, we stayed in Atlantis the Royal, which was amazing. The experience was on another level. Room service, our rooms itself, the amenities we got to use in Atlantis, the water, the crazy food we had in Atlantis, it is all amazing. You guys would have watched my video. If not, please do check it out. But how did we get into Atlantis? It costed us about 80,000 rupees for 2 nights in Atlantis. We booked it literally 5 months before. So we were flying in September, we booked it 5 months before, and September, as I said, was the best month to go because the stay options in Atlantis was also cheaper. And since we booked it way in advance, we got a very good deal of 40,000 rupees per night, which was totally worth it. I'm not kidding. If you're planning to take your family, take your loved ones and give them a luxurious experience in Dubai, do it. Atlantis the Palm or Atlantis the Royal, they were so good. Definitely Atlantis the Royal, I feel, was one notch higher than the Palm, but it's just out of the world experience. You need to stay there at least a day or two. I would say 2 days, because a day would be too shorter, because you check into the hotel like around 2 p.m. or 3 p.m. and you'll have to check out by 12, which doesn't give you enough time to go around Atlantis itself. Atlantis has Aquaventure, which you know is a water park. They also have their underwater aquarium. They have so many beaches. They have pools, so many luxurious things that you can use for free if you're staying in Atlantis. So don't miss out an opportunity, and always check for Atlantis room rents a few months ahead of your trip. And the second part of the trip, where we went back to downtown Dubai, we stayed in Conrad, which is also very good hotel, and this was in the prime location next to Museum of Future for us. It was just a walkable distance, and right across the hotel there was a metro station as well, which made it easy for us to travel across Dubai. And it's also a very good point for you to catch Ubers as well. What are some attractions or activities you shouldn't miss out in Dubai? Number one being desert safari. I was skeptical on desert safari because I hate dune bashing. I hate those kind of stuffs which gives you G-force, but I would have missed out a really cool experience if I had not done that. So I'd really recommend you guys to go for a desert safari, but don't do the night safari. If you're not a great fan of Arab food, if you're not a great fan of belly dancing, you choose, or you can opt to a morning safari, which is fairly better, I feel, because the view, the photos that you can click come out really well in the morning. So we went for a half-day tour where they took us from Dubai, like literally from our hotel. The pickup was so good. There's so many tours and there's so many tour activities which has pickups right from your hotel, and especially if you're staying in downtown Dubai, your pickup and drop to your hotel will be very easy. So we got picked up from our hotel. We straight away went to a ATV place, which was really nice. Benjamin did the ATV, and then from there we went to dune bashing and to photo points. We did sand sliding, we went camel riding. It was really good experience, and then they dropped us back home. Desert safari is definitely a thing you need to do, and if you are in Dubai, if you're not going to be staying in Atlantis, at least go for a day trip to Palm Jumeirah. Stroll around Atlantis. Atlantis Aquaventure and the aquarium are must see. You have to go to the Aquaventure. It's so much fun, and if you're someone who really likes doing all these adventure parks, they're 1,000 times better to any adventure parks or any water parks you see in India. And another thing you need to check out is the helicopter ride or skydiving. Both of us are not so strong-hearted, so we didn't opt for any of those options. They're really good packages which will give you options to skydive or take you on a helicopter ride for like 15-20 minutes, which is really good to see the aerial view of Dubai, because Dubai aerial view is beautiful. The cheapest option to do any of this is catch a flight where you're sitting in the window seat, where you'll be able to see all this for free. My most favorite recommendation here would be Abu Dhabi trip. If you have time, please go to Abu Dhabi. Abu Dhabi looks super different from Dubai, and it's so beautiful. The Grand Mosque looks just elegant. Like, it has to be in your bucket list, it has to be in your itinerary. You have to dedicate your time there. Now, talking about Grand Mosque, always remember you need to be fully covered. When I say fully, this bit of your ankle also is a problem. So opt for a dress that fully covers your hands, your legs, your neck as well. And for your head, take a scarf that you can wrap around and basically just be fully covered and respect their religion. It's a beautiful experience. You have to go there at least once. And there are other stuffs in Abu Dhabi as well. Say, for example, if you guys are really into adventure parks and Warner Brothers, there is Yas Island in Abu Dhabi, which is really interesting and it's really fun, like the Ferrari world and stuff like that. You can visit those places as well. Another thing we didn't do, but I could recommend it to you guys, is Burj Khalifa. Going up Burj Khalifa is also one of an experience. If you have time, you can dedicate an afternoon tea or a lunch or dinner buffet in Burj Khalifa. Another thing you cannot miss out, obviously, is the Dubai Mall. So I heard a lot of people say a lot of things about dress restrictions in Dubai Mall. No, there's no dress restrictions in Dubai Mall. You can wear whatever you want. Overall, when you are in Dubai, be mindful of the kind of clothes that you're wearing, because we are in a foreign country and they have certain disciplines and certain disciplines and norms for dressing there. So we have to respect that as well. But overall, Dubai Mall, wear your sneakers, wear your shoes, grab water bottle, put in a sling bag, walk your way through. It's very costly, guys. Like, it's really costly. Like, I don't think I can afford anything there. But we did some shopping in Dubai Mall as well, especially chocolates. Like, Dubai chocolates and nuts are the best. If you are a fan of spices as well, please do visit Old Dubai. You get loads and loads of them. But overall, Dubai Mall has great experience. You will definitely get lost. Don't worry. Several help desk, several maps in and around Dubai Mall, which will help you navigate through the experience. Dubai Mall also has a skating experience and underwater aquarium there, and also like Dino World and horror rooms as well. If you guys have time and want to explore that, please feel free to do it. Another cool thing you have to add in your itinerary is yacht experience in Dubai. Like, take a cruise night. Like, best time to do it is at night, guys. If you do it a day, the contrary, you'll get really good photos, but night experience is on another level. We took, I think, a 1 hour cruise from Dubai Marina, and they dropped us back into Dubai Marina. It was amazing to see all those skyscrapers. Like, there are really good viewpoints in those cruises, so I would really recommend you guys to do that as well. What to pack for your Dubai trip? First and foremost, pack some sunscreen. Take a hat, take an umbrella. It's going to be really hot out there. Few other things that you have to be mindful is bug spray. Sometimes if you're going to desert safari and places outdoors, it's always good to have bug spray. Scarf, just in case if you need to wrap yourself around it. In terms of dress, each and every single place that you go to has its own specific dress restrictions. Like, there's something for the Grand Mosque, there's something for Burj Khalifa. Like, different places have different kinds of dress restrictions or dressing norms there. So please do check that out before you go there. So pack your dress accordingly. I would suggest you to pack a little bit more loose, cottony and full hand or like full leg clothes, majorly because it's going to be really hot, and if you don't want to tan, this will be a very good option. The last thing I really want to address in this video is, when we opted for September, we didn't know that there were a lot of attractions that were not available in September, especially Miracle Garden. We had it in our itinerary, but we couldn't go because it was closed during September. And the famous Global Village, we couldn't go there as well because that was also closed during September. It recently opened in October, so these were few places where we couldn't go. Maybe that could be one of the reasons why all the other attractions were super affordable prices, where flight tickets were also in affordable prices. One of the reasons could be that few attractions are usually seasonal and some of them are closed during September. So be mindful that you will not be able to see every single thing in Dubai. If that's okay for you, opt for September. If not, October is also a very good option to choose. As promised in the beginning of the video, I have an amazing 6-day itinerary in the description box, or you can even comment down below itinerary in the comment section and I will send you guys the link for the itinerary. It's all for free. This was our 6-day itinerary, which I'm going to be sharing with you guys for free. You can download it and see it and enjoy your Dubai trip. So yes, that's all for today's video. I hope this video was super helpful. If you guys have any other questions, please comment down below. We will get to them. Me or my husband will get to them, because actually I don't want to take credits for all this. My husband was the mastermind who planned everything. I was just enjoying and figuring out what I want to wear in Dubai. So yes, that's all for this video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it and found it useful. Comment down below and don't forget to hit the like button and hit the subscribe button for our channel. That's all for today. Take care. Bye bye.